Now, at the same time, what I did do was that my dad's brother is an oncologist, and he's a homeopath oncologist, and he's cured cancer using alternative medicine, and I had to go see him. So I went down into Virginia Beach, and I spent I went down there 5 times to get tested and work with him on his alternative therapies. At the same time, I was doing stuff at Sloan Kettering. Everybody at Sloan was like, okay, I understand what you're doing. It's not interfering with what we're doing, so go about it. So ultimately, I ended up starting my hardcore therapies at Sloan, which was the protocol of chemotherapy. I had to go through the scopes, the PET scans, the installation of the port in my chest, and then it was the 9 or 11 chemotherapies that I had to do, and then the 28 rounds of radiation, and then 6 weeks off, and then a full esophagectomy, where they ended up taking out 20% of my stomach and removing the lower part of my esophagus. So that was what I had in front of me. Now I just had to deal with it and how we were going to deal with it. So, and I'll tell you, from the beginning of Nick all the way through the process, the hospital controlled everything in such an amazing, organized, loving, supportive process all the way through. So I had to go do my first chemotherapy. I didn't have my port installed, so I had to do it intravenously. And I met with my oncologist, Dr. Abe. And, it's interesting, I had Dr. Abe and I had Dr. Ken, who did Dr. Abe did my radiation, Dr. Ken did my chemotherapy, and then my surgeon, the overall, was Dr. Nabil Risk. And each one of these guys controlled and worked with my chemo and my radiation. And so what I did was I ended up getting my first chemo, which was a 4-hour process. They used 2 types of chemos, hydration. It was a very long process. And then I ended up having, 2 weeks later, a PET scan. And we noticed that the tumor had actually shrunk by 1/3 after my first chemotherapy.